We are now ready to get back to our sign-in page. What we want to do next is to style our button by customizing its background color and the text. This is quite simple to do, and it will give us the opportunity to talk about colors a little bit more in detail. So let's get back to our code, and we can change the background color of the raised button by simply changing its color property. So we're going to type in colors and then colors.white, just like this. And if we hot reload, we can see that the button's color has changed. As far as changing the text that we see inside the button, we can see that we are using a text widget as the child of the raised button. So rather than having a number of properties that we can set in our raised button to configure text, all we do here is to say that the button has a child, and that is a text widget. Now, this is a great example of composition, because if we wanted, it would be easy to replace this text with an image, for example. Okay, so let's get back on track. Because we are already familiar with the text widget, we already know how to modify its appearance. So to do that, we are going to make a little bit of space like this. And then in here we can add a style, and this is going to be a text style. And we could set here the color, for example, to be colors.black, and maybe a font size, and we could choose a value of 15 here. Just reformatting. And we can see that our button now has a white background color and a black text. Okay, so I'd like to spend a bit more time talking about colors. As you can see here, I've set the color to black, but I think black is a little too strong for my text, and I'd like to make it a little bit more light. So if I delete this and start typing in black again, then I can see that the editor is showing a few variants over here. So let me choose black 87, and then I'm going to tap through to reveal the documentation for this. So here it will say black with 87% opacity, and this is good contrasting color for text in light themes. Okay, so this sounds good because our background color here is white. Now, the reason I wanted to show you this is that Flutter defines a number of custom colors that you can choose depending on the situation. So especially when it comes to displaying text, these different variants of black should work well in most common scenarios. So I encourage you to spend some time reading the documentation for the various black colors. Alright, so the next thing that I want to point out is that I would like to have a little bit more contrast between the background on my page here and the color on my button. So let's address that in the next video.